Okay, so our talk tonight is about the relaxation response. A lot of people refer to the relaxation response. Basically, the relaxation response is when the parasympathetic nervous system is triggered. So you have two parts to the nervous system. You have the sympathetic nervous system, which if you are in that part of the nervous system, then it means you're in fight flight. There is an emergency at hand, and your body releases the hormones throughout the tissues to help you address whatever it is that is going to endanger you. And then you also have the parasympathetic nervous system, which is when that part of our nervous system is triggered, it means that we are in a calm state. So what has happened in our modern world today is the sympathetic nervous system, that fight flight response, gets triggered throughout the day many times. It gets triggered from anger, it gets triggered from traffic jams, from frustration, just dealing with everyday life things, and we're triggering that fight flight response in the body. Well, when that gets triggered again and again and again, that creates tremendous stress on our body, on our tissues, and it begins to wear us down. It wears down the tissues. Those hormones are constantly then pumping through the body, and you've got adrenaline, and then it causes a whole slew of problems for us. Can't sleep because you're always in this tense state. You can't come out of the mind. The mind is always overthinking, over analyzing. So the relaxation response was actually coined by I'm not sure if he's a biologist or a psychologist, but Dr. Herbert Benson in the late 90s. And you guys, here's the thing, that's when I was reading about it and studying it, because I say the relaxation response a lot, and so I thought, I want to know what is it really all about. Well, when I went in and I checked it out, I was like, oh, he's just teaching meditation. That's all he's doing. That's it. So it's nothing that we haven't been exposed to. When you practice yoga, you get exposed to meditation and calming techniques. So the relaxation response gets triggered when we start to bring in these calming techniques. So we're going to start our class out that way today. I want to just talk about some of the benefits of the relaxation response. It's a decrease in muscle tension, heart rate, blood pressure. It promotes healing when you are in that relaxation response. And I also want to remind you, the relaxation response is basically the same as having the parasympathetic nervous system triggered. Okay? It also helps us manage pain. If you have pain in your body, one of the best things that you can do is to bring in these techniques to help to calm the body down, because now you're going to be able to manage that pain. And also, the whole technique is based on breathing techniques and using a word or a phrase or even a prayer or a mantra. So remember, a mantra is a word or a phrase that you repeat over and over. So you find something that resonates with you, and then you repeat it again and again and again. If the mind wanders, it's not a big deal. As soon as you become aware that the mind has wandered into thought, you gently bring it back. So it's just like what we do in regular meditation. The mind wanders, you bring it back. The mind wanders, you bring it back. Okay, so we are going to start out with that. I want to also let you know one of the couple of other things that are really cool and that also triggers the relaxation response and the parasympathetic nervous system, which is where we want to be, is laughter. So laughter triggers it. So as much as you can, laugh, be around things that lift you up, that make you happy, that bring you joy, because that's going to help you stay in that relaxed that relaxed state. Also, when we lengthen our breath and deepen our breath, that also helps. And lengthening the exhale especially is going to trigger the relaxation response. Oh, another thing too is listening to your biorhythms. So here's what I mean by that. It means that when you're tired, you sleep. When you're hungry, you eat. Create routine. Your body thrives off of routine. If you have a schedule where you eat at a different time every day, you go to bed at a different time, that is so stressful for the body. And you are going to end up being in an anxiety type of state more often. So do yourself a favor, create routine, eat around the same times every day, go to bed at the same time, have routine. And then the body will start to settle down because it knows what to expect. It becomes more efficient when you do that. Okay? Oh, also another thing that causes a lot of stress is multitasking. So get out of the habit of multitasking. Our whole culture, we like pride ourselves on multitasking. I'm one of those people. But actually, it creates tremendous stress in the body. And it also triggers that fight-flight response. So you want to do one task at a time. And some people call it monotasking. So one task at a time. And when you do that one task, you make sure you're very present. You're completely aware. You're doing everything you need to do with that one task. You're not trying to cook and groom your dog at the same time, okay? So we're not multitasking. That would be really disgusting. But great analogy. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? If you have questions and you don't want to bring it up tonight, go ahead and email me, marie@aspiredelements.com, or you can also call me and text me and we can chat. I always like to talk about this kind of stuff. Okay? All right, so that's the chat for tonight. I will put it up on the YouTube channel, so you're welcome to review it there if you would like. Okay.